Hello everyone, Charizard for the win here. Alright, so I'm going to be talking a little bit about a couple movies you might have heard of. One, which is Avengers Age of Ultron, and the Batman vs. Superman movie coming out. Both in 2015, and yeah, both I'm pretty excited for. So let's talk Age of Ultron first. Just a couple things I wanted to throw my opinion out there with. First, everyone's wondering how they're going to get Ultron if they're not going to have Ant-Man in it yet. Of course, Hank Pym creates Ultron, but they're not doing that. Apparently, Tony Stark is going to have some thing to do with the creation of Ultron. Anyways, a lot of people think that Jarvis might become Ultron. I don't think that makes sense. One, they've already cast Ultron. It's not the guy who plays Jarvis, so I think that's already wouldn't work. And two, I think what they're gonna do. Well, yeah. Anyways, what I think what they're gonna do with Ultron is, if you look at the end of Iron Man 3, we see Tony. He decides he doesn't really want to be Iron Man anymore. He gets rid of the chest piece. He blows up all the suits. He's basically done being Iron Man for now. What I think will happen is some bad thing will happen and they need the Avengers again. Or they need Iron Man or something. And Tony says, well, I don't want to be Iron Man anymore. I want to just be Tony Stark. And so what he does is he creates Ultron so to be there to do the Iron Man-y things, to save people, to save the world from whatever. Instead of him going out there and doing it himself, he just builds a robot to do it, which would be Ultron, of course. Now, he gets it, I don't know, maybe he bases it on his brain, kind of like what they did with Hank Pym, so that Ultron ends up deciding he doesn't want to be controlled or whatever, and then goes all Skynet and like takes over and stuff. I think that would be really cool because then after that happens, Tony realizes, oh shoot, now I have to go be Iron Man. And he goes and makes himself another suit or something. I don't know exactly, but I think that they'll go in somewhat that direction with the plot. So yeah, that's basically all I have on. That's basically my thoughts on that so far. Now let's talk about the second Man of Steel. Obviously, we're gonna have Batman. It's gonna be Ben Affleck. I think he could do a pretty good job. Probably, I think he'll be a good Bruce Wayne. So that's already like half the character. But yeah, I don't like. I was trying to think of other people to play Batman, and I really couldn't think of any other than people who've already played him. I I think Ben Affleck's as good as anyone else. Like Carol Urban might be kind of cool. I don't know. That's basically I don't know, but I think Ben Affleck will be fine. So yeah, I think be cool to see in the next Man of Steel movie, Lex Luthor definitely. A lot of people think Bryan Cranston's going to be him, which I would be totally down for. The thing is, that's not confirmed or anything. That's just someone said, wouldn't it be cool if Bryan Cranston played Lex Luthor? And everyone's like, yeah, that would be awesome. And that's really all it's been so far. Um, I think there was an interview with Bryan Cranston. Somebody said, "Oh, would you like to play Lex Luthor?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, that'd be kind of cool." But like, that doesn't mean he is playing Lex Luthor. If Warner Brothers did say, "Hey, you want to play Lex Luthor?" and he's like, "Sure," then it would then they would confirm that. But Lex Luthor isn't even confirmed in the movie yet. However, I definitely think that'd be cool. I think it'd be really cool to see LexCorp and like Wayne Enterprises uh, dealing or in some form, and then that's how Bruce ends up going to Metropolis. They meets up with Superman. I don't know exactly how that whole thing is going to go down. Uh, a lot of things are speculating it's supposed to be like Batman versus Superman. A lot of people are just calling it that right now. But I wouldn't like to see just Batman fighting Superman. Like that's cool, but like I hope that there's more to it than that. I'm sure we would see them fight or something in the movie, but I don't want that to be the whole movie. Like who would win in a fight? Like we don't need to see that movie. I don't think. I think there could be definitely a lot more interesting things than just them fighting. So yeah, about a couple other ideas I had about the title. I don't think it's going to be like Batman versus Superman or anything like that because this is supposed to be Man of Steel 2. So I think it'll still have the Man of Steel title. One title I had in mind was Man of Steel: The Darkest Knight. Something along those lines I think kind of makes sense, throwing both the non-official superhero names associated with those heroes in the title. I think that sounds good. Not like straight up Superman versus Batman. Not like well, actually, Man of Steel and then like World's Finest. Something like that might be kind of cool too. But I don't know if they'll go that route because I don't know. I think they want to do something to make sure everyone knows that both Batman and Superman are going to be in the movie, but like not just straight up. Oh, look, it's Batman and not just Batman and Superman or anything like that. Like, so I think Man of Steel: The Darkest Knight or Darkest Knight or something like that would work pretty well, more or less. And that's just my ideas. And yeah, I think I'm definitely both looking forward to both Avengers and Man of Steel 2 with Batman. But yeah, obviously Avengers has their whole thing done perfectly, so that's we already know it's gonna be good. Oh yeah, we're also gonna have Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch in there somehow. So I'm not exactly sure how they'll fit in, but I definitely am looking forward to how Joss Whedon introduces these characters and stuff. Yeah, it's. I definitely think I'm definitely looking forward to both movies, and yeah, just kind of like Man of Steel with Batman. That's good. Obviously, we wanted Justice League, but it's kind of too late for that now. So this is a step in the right direction, not going. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for both. And yeah, what do you guys think of Man of Steel 2? Do you think it'll be mostly them fighting? Do you think Lex Luthor will be in it? What do you think it'll be called? What about Age of Ultron? Do you think Tony's gonna? I think they basically have said actually that Tony's gonna build Ultron. But how do you think that's gonna play out? Do you think he's gonna still be Iron Man after Iron Man 3? Just yeah, comment below. Let me know. Make video response. I don't care. Just my opinion. And thanks for watching.